Mani mathaa ma cai wa andũ agima, cai wa hwaĩ-inĩ. I'll start by giving you a story. Atĩ mũndũ, andũ erĩ me hamwe me kĩndũ kĩngĩ mwĩtaga ngomanio. So they're having sex. Now, as they're having sex, there happens to be dogs barking. So most of you, mũtirĩ mwathikĩrĩria, mũmenye atĩ, depending on the time that you're having sex, if you are paying attention, no igue mũkũgĩre wa ngui, nĩcio twĩtaga movie, kana ũrĩa ngui cireka howling. Howling is when the dogs are going ow, 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 ow. That is what we call the dogs howling. Even in the animal kingdom, when it comes to the wolf kingdom, it also happens. But for this case, we're only talking about it when you're talking about sex. In my DM, kĩndũ kĩrĩa kĩngĩ ndira nakĩo, especially kuma kwĩ what you call men, arũme a Gĩkũyũ, nĩ kĩũria kĩu. Nĩkĩo kĩũria kĩrĩa arũme aingĩ arĩa mokaga consultation kũrĩ niĩ, that is 90% of what they want to know. Ti ingĩteithia atĩa, ti tũngĩteithĩka atĩa, ti tũngĩrangĩra atĩa, kĩũria kĩrĩa kĩnene gĩkoragwo kĩrĩ, njenga wa mũthaka, ingĩthahũra atĩa thutha wa ngomanio. Rĩu naniĩ, tondũ niĩ ndĩ wa awa, niĩ ndikwaria cia gũthaha, niĩ ndigũkwĩra ũrĩa ũgwĩthahũra, tondũ awa ndarĩ thahu, awa ndarĩ megiro, na awa ndarĩ kĩrumi. Icio ciothe nĩ cia Southern Kikuyu, the learned Kikuyu. Awa ndarĩ megiro, tondũ ha megiro nĩ kuonia wonagio, ũkamenyithio. Warĩkia kũmenyithio rĩ, then ũgatigwo na what you call cause and effect, or fuck around and find out, aka nĩwonererio hanga, nĩwamenyithio werwo atĩrĩrĩ, handũ harĩa hagĩkorwo haitĩtwo maĩ rĩ, rĩrĩa nĩ rĩũmba, nĩ rĩtenderũ. Ũngĩaga kwĩmenyerera rĩ, no ũringe thĩ na thende icio ciaku, ũremwo nĩ gũikara thĩ. Nĩwamenyithio, no ndũnerwo ndũkahũre nyororoka, ndũnerwo ndũgakinya handũ hau hena kĩ, hena rĩũmba, no nĩwamenyithio. Nĩgetha we ũngĩthiĩ ũkinye rĩũmba rĩrĩa, ũtarĩ kĩratũ, ta rĩu ũkũraurire, ũtindirũke, ũringe thĩ na thende, rĩu nĩwamenya. Gĩkũyũ akauga atĩrĩrĩ, kĩmenyaga kĩerwo. Koguo niĩ ndikwaria cia gwĩthahũra, ngwaria cia gũtheria, tondũ niĩ ndĩ haha therie. Niĩ wĩra wakwa nĩ gũtheria, no ti gũthahũra, tondũ niĩ awa ndathahaga, no nĩtũtheragia kĩndũ gĩkĩ gĩa kĩ, gĩkĩ gĩa gĩko. Kana gũtheria, to rĩrĩa kĩndũ gĩkĩgĩa kĩu mwĩtaga gĩko, ta nguo, aca. Gũtheria ngerekano ĩngĩ nĩ ta rĩrĩ, atĩ we nĩ kũinũka ũkũinũkaga, ũkumĩte kwĩrorera kamũbira handũ, video kana kũrĩa kũngĩ warĩ ha ikũmi ngana gĩbao. Ũkĩinũka rĩ, wakora haiya, he mũndũ ũkũrĩaga marigũ ĩ, na atiga gũithia makoro ma marigũ haha. Na tondũ haha nĩ hageraga andũ akũrũ, nĩ hakuhĩ na home, reke njeherie ikoro rĩrĩ rĩa irigũ ĩ, hahota kuga o mũndũ ĩ, arĩkinye na kĩratũ ĩ, tuone ombũkĩte, ũkeheria ikoro rĩrĩa. Kũu nĩkuo gũthera. Atĩ Mũgĩkũyũ athiaga agĩtheragia o ũrĩa areka maũndũ ma gũthera. ati we no wathi wakora mundu athukirwo ni ngari bara ekirite mahuti na mamiti handu kona-ini ukihituka kauga atiriri hi mahuti mo mundu ucio ni ekirite hakuhi muno handu hau ndarugamite handu hega asa we wagirwo ni urugame mbere yake urute reflector ciaku we urute reflector ciaku ukihituke mundu ucio thutha kunene muno wikire haria yagirire tondu wona one reflector atari ni huti uikare haria ucoke uke wikire iwengi haria mbere yaku warikia wika uguo we ureweka niki weka we ni gutheria watheria kuu nikuo gwitagwo guthera ati we watheria handu hau warora wona haha tingiathi wega watheria wamuikaria riki gucenjia kuguru wacoka weka atia wacoka wathi koguo ni watheria handu hau na watheria niwe wathera tondu wateithia nduire guthera na Ngai ni mundu niju haria mwetereire ni haha tukwaria uhoro wa guthera ni njua mutirathikiririe mwetereire uhoro wa guthera he mundu renda tutherie kaundu niko tugutheragia kuu nikuo gwitagwo ki kuu nikuo gwitagwo guthera riu ri nitwakinya hindi ya ngomanio we ni warora thende warora giti kiu muhiki ucio akuite na guku thutha ona giti kiu kihurite nyungu ni muthemba uria wendete nake ni akurora ono hana madingo ono hana tokuite mwanga size yake mundu athiage tuya ruthanju size yake no ahote ona hihi we ohana tripod ni kama gothe ka maguru matatu rugamagio wekira thimu ni uri okuite hihi agikone mwetha wa muthemba ucio ni aria metaga size queen slim petite akona ni akwamukiria mugakiguana mwiguana ri wa mbere wagirwo ni kumenya ati giko kiu kianyu kia ngomanio what you call sex is nothing more but an exchange of energy between two things. What do I mean? Ugia plug ya socket wa plug wekire socket iyo ni sex wa plug wekira socket wa join indo igire mwaki wa hituka wa create energy sex through the act itself no it's a process. Now urekira socket nigetha u channel thitima gana hekire wenda gikinyanire niguo now maita maigi ni ukuigua mundu akinirwo wega muno akerwo muturi uguturai gararaisa tura na ihenya mukogwe guciarai guciarithio ni irimu no ririkane tukiaria horo wa muka tutiraria horo wa muka wa thiu okay twari horo wa muka this is esoteric this is deep araciarithio ni irimu tukiaria horo wa irimu turari horo wa irimu as a symbolic thing irimu ni kindu kirarigithia irimu inene mundu cio ni kirimu yani an excess or what you can call something that looks like a tumor or growth kindu gitaramenyekana uria kihana. Now koguo riria we wathie ngomanio ni twaragia horo wa kindu gitagwo unintended spiritual influence. Ati we no uthi riria warikia ngomanio iyo wigue uritwo ni hinya ginya wite kauba handu gukite maguru kana handu ginya uko changamukite wite kauba wigue. Let's have a conversation. So after coming, riria warikia gutua matathegi makaburu ukaigua like all your energy has been drained. Even when you are walking away, you feel like you are still oozing. You feel like your orgasm is still non-stop, even a whole hour after you are done. Meaning, you are leaking energy. You are leaking energy. No adu gimatu yoye. No eneke. No eduriwero. No eduriwero maya. Wego manyu ya kuraru tire porn industry. We millennial. Gana Gen Z. Kana baby boomers. Sex yaku. Hatiri muduro wa wikaria the. Aga kuhesia gomanyo. No one has ever talked to you about sexual energy, sexual transmutation, urio gimehuthira for ritual purposes na maundu mangi ta mau. So you are naive. You are kindergarten when it comes to sex. Ona ikorwo ina bui ukinyitie miaka 70 ona uko gutiri na muthenya ona umwe tu uri wakorwo ugikatia uri wakorwo ugikinya almost to that level. I can give you an example. Every time you go to bed, hindi ya yothe we uthiaga uriri na mukaguo mwiki waku, whoever, who cares, yo ni business yako. Hatiri kigongona ukoragwo uthiite. Urigwa mundu akiuga kiu ni kigongona kio, hatiri kigongona ukoragwo uthiite. If you're a man, ukoragwo uthiite gutungata. We wi ndungata, uthiaga gutungata. You are there to be used. You are there to be used as a man. It's vice versa. Mutumia no akumbaga, we mudrume ndungiumba mutumia. Mutumia no akumbaga uthaka wake ugakumba. O mutumia no akumbaga. Koguo we muturire waku wothe hau ukinyite icio ni ng'ano ng'ane. Icio ni ng'ano igua cia Song of Solomon. Where you are a 1-minute man, you are a 3-minute man, you are a 7-minute man. For you, sex is how many rounds you do it. Demandi kiurite joti nyanya. Menu adikomete. Hinyosio muitaga sexual energy. Nikio itago sexual energy. It's an energy. Okay? Is one of the most potent life forces. Nikuri nyige. No yo niyo most potent ni ki ati ugikona na nyugo igiri urakoroga iyo niyo ikoragwo ina muruki mwega, chakula inanukia vizuri, aka your sexual organs have a smell. When you smell a pussy, you can smell a healthy pussy. No nyumo tiyo korora nyugi jane muri ya kindu kiranuga thamaki ha ginya ni muhora mu tu finger aranuga umena no enduramenya that is a symbolism to how fishy her business is. She has a fishy business. Her pussy is fishy. Smells like sardine omena. Pussy healthy ukana wagono wanu gira kinyamu kiri kagwe kinuga coconut. Maguta ma coconut. Na maundu magita mau. So that sexual energy, so the smell, the energy itself, the sexual energy itself, nisio moitaga pheromones. Ukagwa mundu akiuga ati someone is smelling your neck. That is turning them on. Those pheromones. That's why I'm calling it a sexual energy. It's the same. Oriogi hura muti wagi viriti kenuge sulfur, but in a different context. Story for another day. Koguo gomanio nore no create. Pay attention to the words. Create. There are people who are born and there are people who are created. So that energy itself, gomanio yenyewe ri, no create, toginya keyword, tigusiara, creation, a creature, create life. Anything that is a creation can manifest. Kana kindu kiu no gikinyanire yuke into the physical. So whether it's a desire, it can come into the physical form. Okay? Nikuri indo twitaga tusiita mirango, musita mirango na dirisa, what you call spiritual portals na vitu kama hizo. Okay? There are some things that are sacred. Indo ingine itheru na ciendaga gwika atia kwa giko. So that sexual energy no create uturo life urikane ni kuria matuire na ni kuri muo yes uturo at this particular moment utiramakania ni uturo. What is this now? Invite you to co-host. Not I don't want to co-host with you. Toka hapa. Go away. Swetagwo Muhammad. Ni muithira mwenda to co-host on medete muno githi page ni ya Islam, because Islam are more spiritual than you people, so they love inviting you into their Muslim page. Anyo na live akani invite ku to kwaria cia mweri. Now, so when you are in this sexual energy, remember what I said, it can create life, no manifest your desires, but only if you are an intention, not to walk in your house, or even open spiritual portals. So that sexual energy, no ginya direct to the right thing. It has to be directed properly. Okay? So the same way you are directing this, in the same way you can attract you can attract unwanted energies. So most of the time where yorahurwo kindu kana yorahurana kindu ni hari andu mokaga kwirorera tumete andu ngai ni mundu. There are some entities that come to watch you. Whenever you're having sex, you create a light. Mukoro muhana tower. So the more connected you are, the brighter the light. This is even what culminates into what you call a strong orgasm na vitu kama hizo. So when you're having sex, there are some unwanted energies or entities or spiritual disturbances that happen. Kuna mtu mkiwa na yeye mkilala na yeye stima lazima ipotee. Unajua mjuangi hizi vitu, sasa umeanza kufikiria aya by the way nikituma aya na nima hindi cio the brayo agi ukaginya jira brayo ukokage na kando. Brayo kurani roko kama na upitie shell ukuje na kando, unajua unakujanga huku stima zinapotea. That's what I'm talking about. They create spiritual disturbances. Kuna mtu akikuja mkikulana, hiyo siku maji na mwagika kwako. Unaamka unakuta sink kuliflood usiku, hata ujui kuli happen nini. Spiritual disturbances. Are we together? Mpaka hapo tuko pamoja? Before I go deeper, I don't think I'm going to repeat this message again. I don't think I'm going to repeat it again. Isn't this a message natakanga I give them once? And because I don't want you riding on that or taking advantage of that, moon is in Leo, my moon is in Leo. You take this lion energy and run with it. So if you can share with your friends this live ni sawa. Ukitaka ku screen record, you share with them bits ni sawa. But I'm about to go deeper into that now. I'm about to go deeper into protecting your sexual energy. Now, whom are you protecting your sexual energy from? Tukiwa ne kenothia on Ejeri has too much light. We are talking bedroom matters. We don't want too much light. Right now we are below the horizon. I think that's a beautiful light. So, when you are protecting your sexual energy, you are not protecting your sexual energy from the person you're having sex with. No, okay? Tiosio ure protect. Juyo ashakuingiza. Kama ni dem ushamuingiza, aka mkia yako ishakuwa wet. Wet ni water, slippery when wet. Wet water is communication, so communication isha happen. So when you're protecting yourself from sexual energy, it's not from the person you're having sex with. Hiyo ujue si huyo. Ndio maana mnaambiwanga wale watu mnakuanga mmelala nao mko na hiyo karmic energy residue. Ni kama mahali ulikuwa umeasha moto ukuje uzime moto ya kuni. Hata ukimwagilia mchanga, hata pakikaa wiki, mtu anajua, someone like me or someone else, no ukihado na ado ane hagwatagio mwaki, ndurabatara kwirwo tiri ni wairire o kunanukia hiyo muhu na vitu kama hizo. So when you're protecting your sexual energy, you're only protecting your sexual energy from what you call unwanted influences. Influences. Not from the person you are with. Si huyo. Kuna witnesses. There's millions of entities and deities and gods and demons witnessing that thing. Kuna watu wengi sana wanawatch hapo. Usianze kutafuta. Why do you even think you love watching porn? Because whenever the sexual energy that is very potent is being enacted out, no ginya wirore. Nikiona unataka kuwatch porn, unataka kuchungulia watu wakikulana, wenye walizaliwa kwa zile nyumba zilikuanga na bafu za mbao, mlikuwa mnatoboa kashimo, mnaziba na sabuni, mnachungulia mama, ukiona manywele unafurahi sana. Now that becomes your fantasy to go and jack off, kwa sababu those days you didn't have porn like you have today. Shout out to the light, shining light on that. Wa mudhaka tumetoka hiyo. Let's get away from the dark side. Too much of that Scorpio energy. Now, so you are not protecting yourself from the person you are with. From the person you are with. You are protecting your sexual energy from unwanted influences. Influences. Number one, koragwo is very mindful. Hariori, when you're having sex. Where are you? Be mindful of the space where you are having sex. Niko, unakulania wapi? Unakuliwa wapi wewe? Unakuliwa wapi? Unakuliwa kwa nani? Unakuliwa location gani? Unakuliwa Kibera? Unakuliwa nyumba ya rento? Unakuliwa, you get what I'm saying? Be mindful of the space where you're having sex. What do I mean? These places, when I'm telling you about being mindful, sasa umeanza ujinga. Umeanza ile ufala yati, heli kulia kwenye boda, unipeleke runda. Me, I'm not talking about value, face value. I'm talking about sacred versus unstable spaces. There are spaces that are very unstable. They are very temporary. Look at the energy. Are you being fucked in a sacred place, or are you getting it in an unstable space? For example, no dhihado. For example, no ikirwa garine. You can be fucked in the car. Unaweza kuliwa kwa hoteli. Okay? Or unaweza pigwa maji mahali kuna a lot of traffic. AKA uko Sabina hapa nje ni streets. Ama kwenye unapigiwa maji hapo nyuma ni barabara. Kuna pitanga watu wengi sana. Nega footpath kehau. So there's a lot of traffic. Now, let's say you are being fucked in a motel, or you are getting pussy in a motel. Na bemwe kuduku kwina aduige mono. There's a lot of traffic. Sio gari, people coming and going. So, because people come and go, they carry a lot of residue energy. Adosi ni maroka magatiga. Orika ni aniagedi. Aniagedi. Sini nyumba si aniagedi. So adosi ni maroka magitiga a lot of energy. nimoka magatiga energy ku maoka makahorana kindu ni NBNB ni karaithi ni ka NBNB ka 5,000 kerwaka koguo kumenya ko ni kanyumba ka radio maita 5 muthenya ni ka cheap place. Okay, so there's a lot of traffic in a night of that motel because it's a nice one hapo Ruaka na ni clean, but unapika unaambiwa hakuna nyumba zimeisha, but ujue nyumba haziishi, ni kutumika zinatumika. So after an hour mkimaliza kukulana, kama ni watu wa mchana, kuna watu watakuja washoe nyumba waingie. Okay, now this is what happens when these motherfuckers come and fuck in this room. When you come into the same room wewe, what happens, you don't take that energy. What happens is that energy hiyo ameacha kihangu huko ina interfere na yako. So this is for you Kikuyu men. I'm tired of your DMs. Kama baada ya kushinda ukija kuniuliza Theo wa muthaka mundu ethahuraga atia ki, if you know how, kindu kia mbere wa mbere ni gwika ni gutheria, cleanse the space before engaging. Now remember, wewe ndio priest, when we mogoni maitu ni kigogona, that woman is the covenant, niwe kigogona, the priest, the high priest ni wewe, koguo wira wa gutheria nyumba iyo niwe. Hapo nataka kumkulia kama ni kwa floor, kazi ya kuclean your floor ni wewe. Na sijasema Kingfisher ati sasa juu ameleo umeosha, hapana. This is why you see in movies people lighting candles when about to have sex. Fire transforms. So whatever is in your mind, you put as an intention. So that fire transforms what is in your mind in the space you are in. So hapo unakuliwa ama kama mnakuliana, depending on the priest, unaweza kuwa mnakuliananga kwa bubble. A bubble made of fire that is a protective sphere from anything coming in. Lakini nyinyi kazi yenu ukifika kwa room, kazi yako ni kutoa mboo very fast, uchukue shiwa za gava, condom, uweke, urarue mali, unasema more than 5 minutes ni kueganithia, utoke ukiendanga. But remember, siwe wa kwanza kukuja hii room, na sisemi kuenda room kuna makosa, kwa sababu nyumba siagedi storagwo kuo hotels. Don't think you are exempted. Just because you are going to fuck in Dubai doesn't mean that hotel room has not been fucked before. That is a hotel room. Hata asubuhi kuna watu walikuwa nakulana huko, Wahindi, wa Sri Lanka, wa Italiani, whoever was there, you don't it's just different levels. Don't come here with your morality. Ati mimi najua siwezi pelekwa room, hata huko Naivasha ni room. Hata Masai Mara wazungu walianza kukulana, wewe bado ukiwa kwa matiti ya mamako. Stop feeling special. Hapa ni accountability. You come to this page is accountability. You're not special with your PhD or your pastor or doctorate. You are nobody. Hapo ukikuja tunatoshanisha kila mmoja. You are nothing. Now, so first we understand that rumu yo wale hemodo to rumu ona matathi ya rumu. Unajua unaweza kuwa hapa unajichocha, I need getoro rumu, unakulangwa kwa site. Unauzanga chai, mandazi na thamos, unakuliangwa kwa site. Unakulangwa kwa gari. Unakulananga kwa gari. Okay? Now remember, a car travels to very many places. Last side traffic inatembea. Okay? So for example, tumesema you can either have sacred sex kwenye umezoea or unstable spaces. And for the sake of this life, turali horoa kuhorerwa mai gana kuranira mai kundu unstable. Ndakora mukwa muhiano kindu ta ngari, mukawa, kana handå hena a lot of traffic hakoragwo na unstable space, nä handå unstable, koguo nä handå hangä interfere na kä na energy waku. Koguo å ngä hota gå thera wambe å hatherie nä njå na ihenya ndina icio ndå rega gå ciona. Okay, nä mairä maya ma thikå ici matekä raga panty, koguo ndina cirathi cigäcaga nä å kuona ndina watinda å kä hamakä ire nä gä gå kundire nä gå kå nyuire Jameson, koguo nä wenda kå rä hia uga nyama ä rä hagio nengä. That doesn't matter. First, do you know how to cleanse the space? Tondå we nä we må gongoni nä wä gå theria ndå hiyo ni ya consultation. Waremwo nä gå theria uhote gucagura. Be very selective with your sexual partners. You can have them as many as you want. Usikuje hapa useme ati morality ati me I'm not teaching monogamy or polygamy. Hiyo ni yako. It depends on who you are. There are some people for them, they are not for one woman. There are some women that are not also for one man. Ama huwezi kubali, si ndio? Hiyo ni ngumu. Hey, mutumiaye. But when it comes to man, you are very comfortable. When it comes to woman, sasa ni shida. Norikane nyomo tumia maito ogoni wao. There are some women who are not meant for one man. They are meant to be passed around. Now, she is Delilah, impossible. Oh my God. What you gonna do? Shout out to the previous wife of Kanye West. Kanye West akoragwo na mutumia witagwo Kardashian. Kardashian no akwenyuranwo. Kardashian ni guthanduranwo. Okay, kuna watu wako hivyo. Go and look at her chart. She even became famous out of a sex tape. So wewe matiti yako ikileak ama pusi yako ikileak online, for you ni shame. Kim Kardashian kuonekana akipigwa mti na Ray J ikakuwa ni fame, hata watu wakamuoa. So watu ni different. If you are scared, go to church. This is not your page, okay? Now, so wewe ujui, you don't know how to cleanse the space. Wewe ndå ĩgũtheria haurakomia mũndũ, koguo ũtũrĩte ũkuĩte scattered energies kũrĩa guothe ũthiaga. Nĩkĩo ona rĩngĩ maũndũ maku magũthira ũru, ni kusota tu na sota na vitu kama hizo. Now, ndakwĩra ũcagũre mũno mũndũ ũmwe nake, ũkorwo very selective with keyword ogonyo kũhota underline sexual partners. Atendauga atia? Sexual partners. The moment you involve someone else, that becomes a sexual partner. Do you remember only partner or the sexual relationship you have or you're having? So when we talk of energy exchange, that is very real. So when you are banging, when you are getting some, or when you are being given some, riria mwe gomanio yori, where you absorb the other person's energy. Keyword, energy. At this particular moment, it's neither negative nor positive. Tijega na tijuru. No niki, it's energy that you're absorbing. However, where attention goes, energy flows. So, where is this person focused on most of the time? The person you're fucking or the person who's fucking you. Mind zake, where does he, keyword, pay attention to? Nini he pays attention to more? What does he pay attention? What does that woman pay attention to more? AKA, where attention goes, energy flow. What does that woman give more energy to? What does that motherfucker give energy more to? That's what I'm speaking about. Because in the energetic field, you're just exchanging energy during sex. because it's the joining of two energies to create another. So you are going to absorb the other person's energies. Now, these energies, ruha no hena key. Uririkane niki ura absorb mesiria make, their thoughts. During pillow talk, you are listening to their thoughts. You are absorbing their traumas. When you are fucking, he's telling you of his bad day. Pay attention to what people tell you when you're having conversations or when you're having connections with them. Ni gari yako iratahirwo magai taru magai ni ndi nathire vengi mani rureke ngwire mani kamundu kau ria gekite meni ni ndirakura njeroge meno. So pay attention to their traumas. Listen to the ancestral imprints. Thikiriria mundu ucio arari oro wa guka wao ri muthini kwa matura mathini. That is what you are absorbing now. You are not absorbing hizo cheap spirituality talks mekuanga nazo hapa za spirituality za ujinga ati amekumwagia mashida. No, aja kumwagia mashida. What kind of exchange energy, what kind of conversations? Remember, utiramakania gane na besa. Mudu no akowe na besa nyingi muno, but if he's a complainer, atakuachia energy ya complaining. So everything becomes a complaint. Now everybody has a complaint about you. All of a sudden unapigiwa mlango, kuja utoe gari, unaambia mnanikia na ndio ile bakete gari ho ndidi ndegwa rege jere to. Of course, whom did you fuck? Which bitch was that you fucked with a complainant energy? Now, so we don't know how to cleanse the space. Unawasali ya kimodo. Do you sagora energy ya kinayo? You are not choosing. Because you can even fuck a call girl. Unaweza kula msichana wa pesa akufungulia maneno yako. Look at what the Nigeria is saying. And I'm not saying that now you go overboard. Jugire no ya Gikoyo. Ninyo muti da DM yako 90% mukijuria mugwithahora. Ndakora ni de wa awa. Ni DS agesi ya thahu kirumi na migiro. Awa nego kumenyithia kumenyithagia. Koguo ni ndi haha ngumenyithie. Ni ndi wa gutheria. Ni ndi wa guthahura. Ni sawa? Nitugitherie. Now, ndukiwe gutheria. We ni chapa ilale, we kazi yako ni kupaka mate. Ora ndwetagira muhiki ihuge, ni mata. Wigirire kiogo, songa nalo. Ukauga utemerwo ni huyo mbere uthiite guthii. Now, pay attention. Utajitie gomanio. Before you have sex, you need to set an intention. No ginya uge ni yaki. Kitu ikidira kihura kidu niki. Have you set an intention? Ono goro no kumuita wituko. You need an intention. Hidis yothe wathi wakomania na mundu without setting an intention. You are going to leak energy. So, gana okuga wanereire. Gana okwaria na ngoro. You have to engage. Either silently, ukirite, gana warie, and you send an intention. Ati, hinyo wako wothe mugu moja. Hinyo wako wothe dinagu. All this sexual energy that I have. Gihora muhikio kido. Doria kido kimwe. Hinyo wothe na energy no yothe. Remain a pure. Digako ya guthukia gana kwananga. Hinyo wothe njoti no ikoro a protected. Na njoti no yothe ikoragwo nyitanite tu na kindu gigwitwo positive outcome. Ati gitua matathegi ugo makwamburu maya makwa whatever nonsense. Kia gikuma jiare tondu we nwe muciari, awa nwe muciari. Maito ni kubaroba. Koguo we ni guciara uraciara. Thoughts. Okay? ati no cigakinyanira onogo cigakinyanira mubia guciumba ni muge that thought will come to pass. If you are a spiritual sensei already dagikwira utuike master become a spiritual sensei ati we rugaruga na kamukado nduhutagia thi uithi kuthia thi ukaruga spiritual fitness. You're always with a jump rope ati waruta rianga guoja ukaba ukamehe intentions because you are spiritual or spiritually sensitive. Kogwo we mwenyewe no create your own affirmation, because remember what I said, there's a lot of energy here, so you can create your own affirmation. Tau no uge ni ditajega muhamuthaka detana dauga hinyore mwega the divine na kirathimo kia ngomi citu iria ciari ho mbere yakwa, because you never be less. So you are calling on the right ancestors. Tondu menye ancestors ya kutukuga mari andu tio the andu ageni ng'ombe ati my ancestors who are there before me, the good ones, may you flow through this union. So the moment you put all your dick inside her, or if you're a woman, I call upon the divine, only the divine and ancestral. I will never be less to flow through this union where this man is giving me this dick. All negative energies are repelled. You are taking that pussy and you are saying those affirmations. All negative energies are repelled as I hit this pussy. That in itself, you have created. Be extra. Be extra. Hakuna mtu amekataza kukua extra. Be all you can be, wherever you want to be. Stop being shy. So by doing that, you have created a ring around you for yourself. Umecreate your ring. There's that energy circle that you have created around you. It's acting like a protective shield. Why? You are intentional. You see, the only thing with you guys is that you don't do things with intention. Even when you fuck, you are fucking unintentionally. So you slipped, fell, and landed on his dick. So I'm supposed to believe that. It was not premeditated. It just happened. It was a quick one, 30 minutes. So umemaliza. Umeenda pale, you are 1 hour, maximum hapana si 1 hour, you are 20 minutes. Umetoka ngemi, umerukaruka ngemi, kwa hivyo hata una nguvu. Nikakuikika 30 minutes na hiyo moratina ulale. Umechoka sana, umeshinda huko ukimbiwa na Samido. Samido ni maraya, Samido ti maraya, Samido ni maraya. Uthiete ngemi kuona ogemu, no ngemi ni ratire utuika ngemi, imekuwa another nonsense. But hazina shida, umetoka ngemi sasa, umetoka kwa hiyo nonsense. Umechezewa the whole night, umeshinda ukichezewa na DJ. Ati dake moiniria hamukira gethi ukariuka no guthiete kanitha no guthiete ngemi ni tautari nyimbo cia gikuyu cia culture. No akirekia kwinirwo ni Amido ni Samido ni agwita maraya. Shout out to Samido and his stupid four wives. So tukiwe no akihota kuma ngemi no agitukirirwo no anya kugutika taxi ni banana no aheo lift no ukire ha lift no airuta through ari. It's okay, haina shida. Now after giving up the cooking, I don't even think, but let me talk about it anyway, because mina wasaidia nyinyi wote nigo theria turatheria. The moment umemaliza kukulwa wewe, ama the moment umemaliza kukulana ama kukulwa pia ukiwa mwanamke, sausage funga, no wago nigo theria, undu ucio. Okay, so you're supposed to take a spiritual cleansing bath. Najua hizo ujui ni nini. Siwe ni cadet. Ama kwa ruguru wa mwathani. Ariothe me ruguru wa mwathani wa roho wa mutheru. Ariothe me ruguru. Siwe ni wa cadet. Siwe ni wa weak that men men clique ya religion ya kufuata Holy Spirit. When they're always weak, they need something to come and save them. So you go fuck shanikwa, now you expect the Holy Spirit to cleanse you. But you are taking no part. Wewe huwezi chukua sabuni, huwezi chukua chumvi uoshe mjurus, unangojea Holy Spirit akuja kuosha mjurus, si ndio? Now, so you're supposed to take a purifying bath. Na nionanga hata even in movies, after sex, someone goes to take a shower. Ama unasikia scientists ni wajanja sana, wanakuambia after sex go to the bathroom. Juu unajua you are programmed, ukienda bathroom ukojoe, unaweza chukua bitet uoshe hiyo pussy, ama upanguze, ama ukitoka bathroom uoge mkono. It's a way to get you to do some form of purification. Na ndio maana ukienda to the juice wanakuanga na jug ya the juice inakuanga na pande mbili za kushika, inakuanga na 2 handles. Ndio ukishika side moja handle unanawa mkono, hii mkono imeshika jug inashika ile mkono ingine huko imeshika inanawisha hii mkono ingine. That is how the Jews they do. They have jugs that have 2 handles. Wanaziweka kwa bedroom after sex wanatumia. Na hakuna bathroom ya any Jew aina bathroom. Hao ndio walikuja na maneno ya bathroom and suit. You're supposed to have a bathroom in your bedroom. Ukitoka kupigwa maji, before uende ujibu mlango ama uangalie ni nani, unaoga mkono kwa sink, as easy as washing your hands with the intention of cleansing or clearing that energy. Okay? Sasa tunajua ni vitu mgeni kwako. Of course wewe ni cadet, wewe ni mtu wa kanisa, you are a weak boy raised by a single mother na vitu kama hizo. Unintentionally you have been overmothered, so you're an overmothered boy. Wewe ni kaboy ulelewa na mamako. So this is what happens. If you cannot do a cleansing bath, which unaweza tumia sabuni, wewe acha ujinga wewe. Wewe unaenda room, wewe kwako uogangi na Imperial Leather. Wewe kwako ni Sunny Boy na sabuni ya kipande na Geisha. Alafu unaenda room unatumia Imperial Leather. Sasa si unaona ni mjinga. Hiyo sabuni itanuka. Alafu unashinda ukishindwa unashikwa kwa nini? Because you are dumb and stupid. But hiyo hotel ilikuwa na chumvi. Tuwe tusachet tu chumvi. Ukitisha chipo saa zile mwitishia chipo na kuku, wewe ungechukua tu chumvi uweke kwa mfuko. So instead of using soap, use that salt to cleanse. Because this beach is just your turn. Okay? Sinua Juja. Sinua campus. Sasa unataka kuclaim kitu ya campus ni yako. Sini demo M-Pesa. Sini demo exhibition. Kwani kuna demo exhibition wako peke yako? Sini nas. Kwani kuna nas unakulanga peke yako? Sisi ni industry. Sini demo front desk. Sales. Kwani ni yako peke yako? Ama ni special? Sini customer care. Okay? Accountability. So this is what you do. Hapana. So, you're supposed to purify. Wagono gwetheria riu. Hudire subewa iria-ini. Sea salt. It's just because you fuck cheap. But if you are fucking up market, may God have mercy on your soul one day as a man and you fuck up market. May the Venus goddess have favor on you. One day you fuck up market. Hata kama ni call girl. Then when you go to these girls' bathrooms, you can see how serious they are with their sexuality. Ajua, usipewe tu bafu unaingia tu unatoa kimkili unakojoa, unapima ile besi unataka kukojoa kando ya besi. No, look at a girl's accessories in her bathroom. Be wise, I'm advising you. Mimi ni grandfather wako. Look for the things she has in her bathroom. Unaangalia unaona ala? Hiyo ni sea salt. Ala? Osi aigete murereshwa ginya bafu. African sage. Okay? Hiyo ni mogokio. Ala? Aina ginya rosemary bafu. Hey. Akona ile white eucalyptus ziko kwa bafu. So by default utajua this is a woman who's very serious about cleansing any lingering energies. Sio cleansing you, cleansing any lingering energies that were around there that keep coming to her space. Unajua sasa ndio utajua kama utaendelea kuenda ama utaenda. Sasa ukiwa Mgikuyu kuna vitu inaitangwa nini? Magwat. Unajua magwat? Ndio kitu inaitwa magwat. Ina cleanse. Ndio kitu inaitwa sage. Amwezi mnunua sage, zimejaa huku. Niwaletea mpaka Imfe4. Imfe4 ni ya South Africa. Iko hapa, mjainunua. Frankincense. Kabaki walikuwa huku, Richard Kabaki walikuwa na marafiki wake. There is a group of men who had come to visit. Hao walibeba frankincense. Mimi sikwambia ukujie frankincense kwangu. Go and buy frankincense for yourself. Okay? So, remove any spiritual residue from the encounter on yourself. On yourself. You may need to go and take a shower. Ama kitu kama hiyo. Yes, Monjiro. Ajana chini.
Ndio gari haijatoka. Tulisikia.
Kuna gari imesimama hapo kwa gate?
Ni ilikuwa imekwama hapo tunao.
Bado wataenda tu. Lakini haiko hapa. Sinasikia kama imekwama huko.
Ndio wewe nakakaa nasikia activity nyingine.
Hapo nje ndakuja kuinvestigate. So now no wakirikia giko kiu. No warikia. Neguo. Tutukiwe ku guothe we nduwe. Nduwe horo wa no mwenake where you don't care. It's for anyone. You don't care about their intentions, their minds and everything. Wewe kazi yako ni kuhook hapo Thika Road. Una hook tu. Just sink your hook sink. Unachomoa kitu jikoni. So, haujui yote, haujui ku clean space, haujui tuseme hujui. Wewe ni cadet. Ni alia mama metaga Yesu. So now, sasa tuseme umemaliza. There's a song inasemanga, and I close my heart and I hope to die. Mnapenda kuimba hiyo song sana. So, after you are done, you can take your hand. This is for the women, or even for the men. Oya guoko kuu, especially the men. Jugire ni men yo matida DM yakwa makijuria na magwithahura. Ndakwa ni njuka gutheria ti cia gwithahura. No oya guoko kuu ukuigirire haha lower abdomen ha mwitaga kinena or libra hapa kwenye pubes na growing. Hiyo ndio lower abdomen. Hari oriagwo nenda, hari ongigirio muno wiguaga ukirio nenda haha, or what you call the womb, or what you call the sacred area, hari hatheru thiini waku. So visualize. This is magic. This is witchcraft. You have to do this. Visualize sealing your energy field. Oya guoko wigirire hau warikia kuhurwo kindu. Visualize, imagine you are sealing. Ni kuhinga urahinga. Ni gutuma uratuma. Okay? Ni kwa seal. Ni handu hatheru. So imagine, visualize that you are sealing your energy field. Okay? Imagine urahinga. Nuonaga when the butterfly is in a cocoon stage, itagwo cocoon. Ati kihuruta kiu ni giekuja hau thiini gitigirite kuma kindu githaka, gitigirite kuma gikihuruta. Iyo ni ndirakwira. That's how you seal. Imagine you are sealing that thing in a cocoon. That is spiritual. Ni tuli ari horo wa cocoon muthenya umwe. Okay? Why are you doing this? So urahigiriria hinya waku. Okay? Urarigiriria that energetic energy from leaking. So you are stopping yourself from urahiga. Niguo ni hatheru, ni nĩ womb, nĩ the sacred place. Koguo rĩrĩa weka ũguo na guoko ũrahinga hatĩka igĩrĩ. Ti ũyũ muma nake, ti ũyũ muma nake akũingĩrire tene. Ũyũ muma nake ũkuoete magũrũ ũkaigĩrĩra magũrũ thutha wa matũ ma style deadly ulikuwa ni gay ni seti and all that nonsense. Huyu dai na thina, huyu ashakuingia. What you are stopping is external entities. External entities will tap into your life force. Huyu mwingine mshakulana, huyu achana huyu ananga shida, huyu shampea style zote. Is the external entities wenye wanakuanga hapo wakitne, so you seal it. No wahiga hadu hau. No wahiga hadu hau. Maybe hauko hapo. Maybe you know about channeling your sexual energy. Maybe wimwikaba wateithikite na kaundu kau hanini hicoco wanyu ni uthiite na haha Meru ni hatigarite kaundu kau kanini ka kurutwo ngai ni uthiite Uganda ugabundithio your sexual energy. Hehedi ikoragwo nyingi oria wonaga muti ukiruta kiro. If you go to my page hapa kwa page hii page, ukimaliza hii live go to my bio hii, utaona page niliweka mushrooms zikitoa spores. Mushrooms zikitoa spores, nikasema spores aka spirits. Wewe kama sijakuwekea hiyo video uwezi jua mushrooms zinatoanga hizo spores. Pengine umesoma but hujaziona, but in my video utaziona. That is what I'm talking about. Sometimes your sexual energy inakuanga ikitoka kama hiyo kiro, inatokanga kama kiro. So instead of letting that hinyosi the hard hakureka ureri uthina ruhuhori, you direct all that energy rogo yoyothe into something you want to happen. Now you are going to manifestation sex or creativity. So don't just imagine ate nikina kiroka. No, transmute energy yoyothe into just the energy of creativity. So you become creative. Every time you come and you're channeling your energy into that, you become creative. And the more creative you are, because remember, you are the creator, you are not the creation, you can now create beautiful things that can come out of that sexual or personal power. For example, it's important for women to understand celibacy. Not for men. Celibacy is not for men. Celibacy is for women. And there's a difference. Just because you've not been getting dick, so you have dry ovaries for 3 years, doesn't mean shit. So if celibacy is out of pain, so you are choosing not to get fucked out of pain, out of trauma, out of lack of a man, out of not healing, out of hiyo ni bullshit. You see celibacy. Celibacy has to come from a point of gratitude. You are happy. See ati ni umekosa, you are happy, you have a boyfriend and you're okay. And then sometimes you decide, I'm going to be celibate because I have a goal. I have a mission. Uririkana nä ratwanjirie tuga ukianjia hindi ciothe nä wagå nä gå korwo na nongorio intention. So imagine now you have an intention and you are celibate about it. Tuga celibacy out of pain ni nonsense. It doesn't work. Hata ukishinda ukituambia you know I'm celibate, you know it's helping me manifest, it's bullshit. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Because you are doing it out of pain. You are doing it because you want to heal. You are doing it because maybe you are abused. You are doing it because out of fear of interacting with men. So not all celibacy should be, hey, you know, I'm celibate. No. Accountability. Now, tutoke hapo. Breathwork. Today in the morning, this morning actually, I was doing some anxious breathwork, a breathwork that you can do when you are anxious. Which I can teach you right now if you want. Mkitaka mtasema kwa comment, juu ni kitu tuweza practice na nyinyi how to calm your anxious moments through breath work, kuhuhia riera riria rigathi ni mutira wa kuhorerwo riera nyuma kwang'ania johorera riera nyuma kwang'ania kuhorerwo riera we nwe wagu ni kuyohorera riera wewe ni breath work ni okuhora riera. Now inaitangwa fire breathing. There's many forms of breathing. So let's say you want to store urikantuga sexual energy ni hinya mwingi muno. You can store it, you can put it in a power bank. So before orgasm utanatua matathegire makaburu mari, okay, then sasa inanyo mkifunzo sasa mtakuwa mnafanya practically muria ba gutiga wikora mureka mwabe mwike ni hari kindu gitagwo deep belly breathing. Ino ni ya circulate energy upwards. So yes, you're about to come, yes, you're about to see your Jesus, yes, you're about to go to your cloud 9. However, when you are coming, when you are ejaculating, instead of your energy coming out, your energy is flowing upwards. So instead of releasing it outwards, you're having an orgasm, but your energy is going upward. Ino inaitangwa sexual transmutation. Usishinde ukifikiria ati ni vitu mingi, ati tusome mavitabu za tantric sex, sijui 9 volumes hapa. Umejaa vitabu ati I'm learning the power of sexual transmutation. It's as easy as breath work. Now for those who are deeper into alchemy, especially the Kambas na watu wa Kilume, hiyo ni story for another day. For this one, I'm staying shallow. Okay? So, instead of releasing that energy outward, anza kureport page. Msage kusaidika, si ndio? Let me appeal this. Sijuna niwe na report. Nakataa. Kurudi. Oh, we are back. Me appeal. So, breath work. So, there are where it is. So, you take that energy. So, this is the difference between when a man is orgasm and he looks up, or when he falls on you. Akimaliza anakulalia hapa na anakufa na anaisha na uzito yote. Sasa unagaidu inu wago mena gaikuguru. That kind of thing happening. Because he didn't channel transmutation right before orgasm. He didn't focus on a desire or goal that he wanted to bring into reality. So inakuwa hiyo energy kitoka inamdrain. So he knows the whole sexual energy is to amplify intentions. If you had manifestations that you had planned, it makes them stronger. Now, this is the thing. Most of you are women, the wives that you have and everything. You don't have sex towards any of your goals. Hakuna. Because sometimes unaweza sema, hey, let's maintain some balance on the goal that you told me. This is your woman now. On the goal that you told me, out of happiness, I'm going to be celibate for a week, just avoiding overuse so that I can maintain some balance. And then the next time, this excessive, unconscious thing, all this energy, tunaweza itumia kumanifest. If you don't do that, then it weakens your aura. Na nikionaga, most of the women who are into the sex industry wanakaanga empty. They look like empty, destroyed women. This is what even gives those women empty look. Like for example, the women in porn, they have empty looks. They have non-presence. They are just there for the act. So their aura has been weakened. So they are spiritually vulnerable. They are not spiritually weak. They are spiritually vulnerable. So their aura, their protection is not strong. So they are vulnerable because they can be attacked by just thoughts alone. Thoughts alone. So anyone can just be looking at you and their thoughts get through to you. Because you are spiritually vulnerable. So hindi ciothe nĩ wega mũno ũkageria gũcaria atĩ hĩndĩ ĩrĩa yakinya nĩ ngomanio ĩno, that sexual energy has to be balanced sexual energy. Na haha nginya nĩho homete ũhoro wa kũheregania na andũ anyu makamenya atĩ ũyũ aroywo nĩ ng'ania na mũciĩ ũcio matikona maũndũ mahana mamaumĩte thutha. So when you have a balanced sexual energy, ĩno nĩyo ĩtũmaga ũtuĩke more magnetic. So you are more magnetic to attracting things towards you. This can be abundance. You are more confident. Nikio iguaga mũndũ akĩrwo atĩ ameboeka hivyo juu ako dry spell. But the moment you get some, you are more confident. So you are more spiritually grounded. Are you getting it? So no nginya wambe understand nĩkĩ kĩũroka kũnjĩra thaa ciothe njenga wa mũthaka ingĩthahũra atĩa. Ito no nginya wambe ũmenye nĩkĩ kĩu. You don't even know what you're engaging with. Nikio reciria nĩ ũthahĩte. Your sexual energy is sacred. Nĩ kĩndũ tũngiuga nĩ gĩtheru. It can be your source of power. That is, some people will sleep with the right person, changes their life. It can be a source of healing. Some people heal. Ukaigua, baby, let's talk about sexual healing. It's something that's good for me. And it's so good. Sexual healing. It can be healing. Okay? You can create a bastard. Unaweza create mtoto akuja kusumbue, akonyalire. When you recreate, where was your mind? Who are the entities that were witnessing when you are engaging in that sexual thing without discernment? So now you have a child. The moment they are born, until you leave this world, ni kamurigo weigĩrĩire. Sexual energy can create. So what are you creating? It must be protected. So this is the question. Are you protecting your sexual energy? Should be purified. Is your sexual energy pure? Is it directed intentionally? Are you fucking with an intention? Are you getting fucked with an intention? Ama ni tiketi ya kuenda home kutoka Ngemi? Todusa midonioka Ngemi ni Ngemi wa Gikuyu. Riu twi Ngemi twaigua cia maraya. Samido ni maraya. Riu tukire Ngemi. Tukire Ngemi wa Gikuyu ngana tukire ndasi. Tukire guthakirwo ni DJ ngana tukire Ngemi. You see, Kikuyus, you'll always be used. Always be used. Gikuyu ni kiega muno. Gikuyu gi vata muno riria kirahuthirwo. Toria turahuthira ritwa Ngemi. Rina vata muno to ni irarehe crowd. But the energy behind the word becomes useless. So all of a sudden, Ngemi ni Samido. Ngemi ni Samido. Samido ni mara. So Ngemi yatuika ru Samido. So we have taken something beautiful, we have trashed it for profits. Ito no ginya corporates. Sige sponsor. We don't want small people who are starting businesses. You cannot thrive. You see, Kikuyus are big on destroying. Tutigikura as a community, we are in the age of Aquarius where everything is social. If you are having a festival, it has to be social. Everyone has to be involved. The moment you lock people outside for corporates, that thing has to be destroyed. It has to be eradicated. Not because I'm saying so, but because we're in the age of Aquarius, and Aquarius is social. The moment you try to resist people being social, people coming together for something, you feel now you're a bigger fish and you put them on the side. That's your crashing. Crashing ya jagi yoguo. And once that domino effect starts, it naitangwa the butterfly effect. Kahiga karia wakinya ukirugara uyu gakariganirwo. Then you're going to come back, the river will be flooded. So you can't remember the stone that helped you cross the river. So your sexual energy is sacred. Protect your sexual energy. Wacha nione kama kuna question ama comment. And then we can end this live. Naona hakuna maswali. Utile siuria. So if there's no question, happiness is free invites you to co-host. No, I don't want to with you. Happiness is free. I like the name, but so kama ulifanya na huku clean, hiyo iliisha. Clean the next one. Mtu anasema cleanse before my arrival. Someone is asking which high school I went to. I am the school. To my thoughts are imagining pale kwa room, and then I see him doing the cleansing. I run. Wewe ameasha kando utoke mbio. Ufikirie una there are some instances, even when you get home, you have to walk home backwards. Wakinya gate ni yako kagaruka ukagira kwa kuna river. Ukijua kwenye umetoka. Okay? So naona hakuna swali. So we can let people rest. It was a quick one. Or jumping in for a quick one, late one. Now, turane kesho kitu inaitangwa Reparenting Tuesday. Leo uti na siuria. Kuma na siuria ntogea thie na mbere. Siuria naga 5 minutes only. Ugikuwa na kiuria 5 minutes. Ifike Sagittarius. Tuko Sagittarius tufike katikati ya Sagittarius. 5 minutes only. Kama haina tukiendanga. Teach us about breath. Oh, okay. Okay. Tunaweza malizia na hiyo. If it's about directing intentions, why does it require someone else? Because you need the thought and the feeling. You're the thought, the masculine, you need the feeling. Adam and Eve, you can't do it alone. Okay, you can do it alone and it's still going to work. It's still going to work, but it's going to take too long. maybe something that you would have done together as a ritual, masculine and feminine, it may take you a whole year because now you are doing it alone. Juu unanyonga. Una get the difference? Unaweza manifest na kunyonga, but it will take you forever. It's going to take you too long because you are alone. That takes, but when you bring two energies together, remember there's friction, fusion, and pressure. That's like creating a sun. So that inaifanya ikuwe mingi. That is why there has always been that influence of the man and the woman. That's the difference. Si ati huwezi peke yako. So for example, when you go to the Mason, they do a lot of these rituals where they jack off. Wanaitanga tribute. So anaweza chukua picha ya msichana fulani anajua na aweke ritual na huyu msichana, but kitu yake atakuanga na nyonga na hiyo picha. So anaita tribute. It is going to work eventually, but it may take him 3 years to achieve something achieve maybe with a woman a month. Evil. So that's the difference. Okay? You see the same energy, but hii sasa ya mtu moja ni less. It's not the same. Ni sasa. So breath work tukimaliza. So Joki anauza maneno ya breath work, but this is only for people who are dealing with an anxious moment, or when you are anxious. Let's say umeenda mahali uko anxious, you don't know what to do. So the breath work for anxiousness is what you call fire breathing. For example, so this one tunaweza fanya once and then you can do it 3 times. So you can do it with me. So what you do, you take quick breaths. I'm going to do it. You are going to take quick breaths. I'm going to show you how to do, and then you breathe in deeply once. You're going to hold for like 6 to 8 seconds. Then you're going to release. Then you're going to hold for like 6 to 8 seconds. Then you're going to repeat it. You do it 3 times, anxiety escapes. So this is how you do it. So when you're breathing, the first one, you go like this. You hold. Release. Then hold. Then start it again. You do it like 3 times. Then you do it a 3rd time. You get it? You do it 3 times, and all the energy that you had inside, if you are anxious, then you are calm. That's a ritual that you do to reset or to remove that anxious thing. Fire breathing. Ni sasa? So what book do you read? Do you recommend to some? Just read the Bible. Read your Bible every day, and you'll be good to do. If you know how to read the Bible, though. Ni sasa? So do have a beautiful evening. Each one teach one. Tuonane kesho. Parenting Tuesday. We may go deeper about the Parenting Tuesday. When your moon is in your sign, every time the moon is in your sign, for example, I'm a Taurus. So when the moon was in my sign, Taurus, or whatever your sign is, that is the time when you are going through your own, wewe peke wako, specifically your own crucifixion. Just like ile crucifixion ya December holiday, when the sun dies for 3 days, every time the moon is in your sign, you experience the same death. Every time the moon is in your moon sign, a lot of portals zinakuanga zimefunguka around you. If you engage like in sexual activities na vitu kama hizo, a lot of portals, entities, spiritual gateways zinakuanga very active, because remember the moon is you. So that is why you're supposed to be careful around that time. Na unasikianga watu wengi wakisema na huo gwiciga kwa watu kutamakantu igwa gwiciga kwa no ndurenda kuma kiria kiragiririe mumeja, because when the dogs were barking you guys were busy having sex, and the dogs were barking because the dogs can sense the other spiritual entities and the spiritual shifts and the spiritual energy change that is happening around your sexual connection, especially if you are powerful spirits or if just one of you is the one who's powerful. Najua. So that's it. Someone anauliza saa ngapi kesho. Tunaingianga live asubuhi 8 to 10. Tukichelewa 8 tunaingia 8:30. Atuchelewangu tunaingianga 8:30. Can you go over your different energies? I notice you dress different based on your energy. I don't know what you're talking about. We dress according to the energies of the day. Though I can also wear my clothes designed specifically for me for a particular day, which is my goal actually. My goal is to have dresses made for me specific for each and every day. For example, leo ni moon day. I have a lot of moon colors, blues, coffee naka, those silver colors. I have a lot of reflecting. My sunglasses are reflective. I have my silver because it's moon day, reflecting like the moon, the color of the moon, blue, all these jeans blue reflection, because Monday is ruled by emotions, the moon. Tomorrow is Tuesday, so I'll be having a lot of red or wearing iron. So eventually you'll see me in clothes specific for the day, from the design, from the symbolism, everything. Like the one I was wearing at Kikuyu Lab Session. Okay? And before I go, for anyone who missed me at Ngemi, I'm so sorry I couldn't make it for Ngemi. Ngemi decided they are no longer going to work with the people we started with. They are now big. They can only now work with Manyata. Okay? So, tulinyimwa vendorship. And then there's another thing also that is happening with these event organizers. Instead of sasa sisi kama vendors tukuje to vend, they get event organizers wao wenyewe wanauza. You get what is happening? So kama the event organizers, apart from making the money from the event, wanauza pombe yao. Kama ni Muratina, sasa sisi wanakataza tukuje tuuze wine yetu na Muratina. The event organizers themselves, now they sell the Muratina. Wanasource watu, wanakuja wanauza pombe yao. So we are denied vendorship. Ndio maana mliona siku kuwa, Munjiru wakuwa, watu wa sunglasses, Saniza wakuwa, Dingira Cultural Center wakuwa. That is what is happening. Okay? So for those who didn't see me at Ngemi, tukua nyiki Kulav Session, continue ordering your wine, continue ordering your Moratina na vitu kama hizo. It was malice, it was done intentionally. Wale watu walikuwa napiga simu jana, I mean siku ya Ngemi wakinuiza pombe uko wapi, Moratina iko wapi, that is what happened. Sasa, so that's why I didn't come. So do have a beautiful evening. Tupatane kesho, Parenting Tuesday. Sasa, tayo.